Before you decide to start a YouTube automation, you should probably hear the unfiltered truth from a guy that has tried it for a little bit more than 8 years now. Lately, there is this trend of gurus talking about how much money you can make with YouTube automation, but none of them talks about how challenging and difficult it can be. Yes, it is true that the YouTube automation can be extremely profitable, but it is also true that it can be a huge failure with you spending hours on videos only to get 50 views. And in case you're wondering what makes me suitable to come in front of you and talk about YouTube automation, then let me tell you that I've tried making money with YouTube automation before the monetization requirements even existed. For those of you that don't know this, there was a time on YouTube when you could simply upload a video and start monetizing it straight away without having 1000 subscribers or the 4000 hours of watch time. Throughout the years, I've managed to generate revenue through YouTube automation, but there might be other cases when this entire YouTube automation thing can be a huge waste of time and money. When I'm presented with a possibility, an investment, or a new way to make money, I normally like to see both sides of the medal. When I tried to search for the dark side of YouTube automation, I got almost no results, and nobody was actually talking about the risks and what could go wrong with this business model. So it felt like this entire YouTube automation thing was the perfect business model to start, where everyone could make a lot of money with almost no risks at all. And life has taught me that if it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. So I decided to make this video and show you the reality of YouTube automation. But first, let me show you how this whole concept came to life. Back in the days, YouTube was all about watching your favorite creator, getting in front of the camera and sharing his thoughts, opinions or expertise on a particular topic. Unless you have tried creating a video yourself, you probably don't know how much time it takes to memorize a script, get in front of a camera and take a couple of good shots. So one day, a lazy creator decided to simply read the script and add some stock footage or B-rolls on top of the video instead of showing his face. This video brought in a couple hundred views and people realized that it was possible to create more videos in a shorter period of time. And just like that, YouTube automation was born. I started my journey on YouTube uploading highlights from football matches. Sometimes the videos were getting a few thousand views, but the average lifespan of a video was around 3 days. That was simply because I was uploading copyrighted content and the main channels of respective leagues were constantly flagging me and sometimes even striking my channels. I can remember one day waking up to see a couple of cents on my channel, and by the end of that day, the channel was completely deleted from YouTube due to copyright issues. I had already tried and failed several times with different channels, so I knew that uploading football match highlights would not get me anywhere. It was really heartbreaking, and around this time I heard of the term YouTube automation. At first, it seemed so easy with people showing examples of channels raking in millions of views and making thousands of dollars to even buying their first homes. Now that was a worthy dream to work for. I decided to make a list of possible YouTube channel ideas, and the next day I decided to pick one of the niches and start my own channel as soon as possible. Now around this time, Fortnite was at its peak and I decided to create a faceless gaming channel where I would simply upload gaming videos. By the way, that was a huge mistake, but let me show you how I managed to monetize it first. So let's suppose that we're in 2019 and by this time YouTube had already introduced the 1000 subscribers and 4000 hours of watch time threshold needed for the monetization. I easily reached the 1000 subscribers through collaborations with other gaming channels, but I needed a kind of strategy to reach the 4000 hours of watch time. I decided to upload some long gaming videos, and in different parts of the video I would hide letters that would form a word in the end, and the one that finds it would get a shout out. So people were watching for longer periods of time, and somewhere around September I was finally monetized. In case you're wondering why I told you earlier that this entire channel was a mistake, let me tell you that on my day one of being monetized I only made this much. I started to dig a little bit deeper and saw that the gaming niche is one of the lowest paid niches on YouTube. Even though the channel was getting thousands of views in some videos, it was pretty much useless. So I decided to start all over, but this time I was more motivated since I knew a couple of things about editing and how to get views. This time I did some extensive research on the best niches with the highest CPM on YouTube. CPM is what advertisers pay to YouTube to be in front of your audience. YouTube gives you around 55% of what they get from the advertisers. So after listening to all YouTubers and YouTube automation gurus that say that the highest CPM channels were channels making videos about money, finance and real estate, I decided to create a channel about finance and YouTube growth. Next, I decided to figure out how to automate the entire process, so I jumped on Fiverr. I needed to find freelancers to edit the videos and create some super fancy thumbnails. I thought of using AI to script my videos and even do the voiceovers, but after some research, I saw that the AI channels were kind of hard to be monetized, so I decided to play it safe and use my own voice. I started to do some more research on what the first video could be, and I can remember that back in the days I was watching a lot of prank videos, so I decided to make a video analyzing how to get views using some hooks from these prank videos. I found an editor that did some basic editing and a thumbnail designer that created this easily noticeable thumbnail I grabbed from one of Human's videos. Overall, I had my first video wrapped up for less than $35. Once I got the video back from the editor and the thumbnail from the thumbnail designer, I can remember thinking to myself that this actually feels like automation and I might make tons of money. For the next part, I simply needed to put the right title and the right text so my video reaches the right audience. Once the video was posted, it started to bring in views, subscribers, and on some days $1 to $2 in revenue, which for a brand new channel was pretty good. I decided to replicate that video and create another video in a similar style, but the second one did not perform that well. Then I created another and another, but I was getting less views even though the quality was improving. Looking back at that channel, I think that it failed for two main reasons. The viewers' experience felt quite poor, with viewers finding no reasons to come back for more. Second, there was a good chance that the channel got lost in between thousands of other YouTube growth videos, and apart from that, it's not that I invested a lot of money or time into it. Now, the term YouTube automation in itself might be a little bit misleading since it makes the process sound so simple and easy. Well, it's nothing like that. Since YouTube is too competitive, you need to create quality videos with valuable information, great editing, and catchy thumbnails that will help you build a loyal audience. Even if you decide to invest a lot of money on a thumbnail designer and a professional video editor, you still need to spend time managing the entire process. So it feels like the only thing that is different from the normal YouTube channels is the fact that you don't get in front of the camera. Failing with a few YouTube automation channels is what helped me with monetizing this channel in only 45 days and generating revenue from YouTube AdSense and YouTube sponsorships. If you want to increase your chances of success with YouTube automation, then make sure to remember these three things. Like any other business model, you need to spend money to make money. You need to find the right people for that kind of job. So don't think of hiring someone and then just teaching them the skill, because you will end up wasting huge loads of money. And then make sure to research the niche and find something people are interested in. And in case you'd like to see how much money I'm making with YouTube with 2000 subscribers, then make sure to check out this video in here.